The click of the lock echoed in the sudden silence of our apartment. My husband, David, stood by the door, my passport clutched in his hand. His face was a mask of something I couldn't decipher. Anger? Fear? "I'm leaving," he said, his voice flat. "Don't try to follow." And then he was gone. I stood there, numb. He'd taken everything, my documents, my sense of security, my future. He'd left me stranded, 1,000 miles from home, with nothing but the clothes on my back and a gnawing sense of dread. I was abandoned. Days turned into weeks. I reported the theft, contacted the embassy, and navigated the labyrinthine bureaucracy of a foreign country with a sinking heart. Where was David? Why had he done this? Then, the news came. It was a small article, tucked away in the local newspaper, easily missed. A single paragraph that screamed with a horrific finality. A car accident. A single vehicle, careening off a cliff road, the driver pronounced dead at the scene. The car, a rental David had taken. My blood ran cold. The police investigation was brief. DUI was suspected. They returned my passport, a grim-faced officer offering a perfunctory apology for the inconvenience. Inconvenience. My life had been turned upside down, my husband was dead, and all they could offer was an apology for an inconvenience? I felt a strange mix of grief and a chilling sense of unease. David wasn't a drinker. He was meticulous. The accident seemed wrong. Driven by a gut feeling, I began my own investigation. I retraced David's last known steps, visited the car rental agency, and even ventured to the desolate cliff road where he died. The locals spoke in hushed tones about strange occurrences in the area, whispers of accidents and disappearances, a dark history that clung to the place. I found something at the crash site, something the police had missed. A small, intricately carved wooden bird, tucked beneath a rock. It was unlike anything I'd ever seen David own. It felt ominous. My search led me to an old antique shop in a dusty corner of the city. The shopkeeper, a wizened old woman with piercing eyes, recognized the bird instantly. "Ah," she said, her voice raspy. "The Whisperwind. A powerful charm. It can bring great fortune or unspeakable tragedy, depending on the intentions of the giver." It was said that those who sought its power often paid a terrible price. The truth hit me with the force of a physical blow. David hadn't just left me. He'd been running from something far more sinister than I could have ever imagined. He had sought the Whisperwind's power, perhaps for riches, perhaps for a new life, leaving me behind as some sort of sacrifice. And the tragedy that awaited him was not just a car accident, but a consequence of his desperate gamble. David's betrayal had led him to his death, and I knew, with chilling certainty, that if I stayed, the same fate could await me. His theft had saved my life.